Now, nabili na ba yung mga payong ng mga Discaya? That's a big question a lot of people were asking after the last auction because last Thursday, November 20, the Bureau of Customs held a public auction of the Discaya couple's seized luxury cars. 3 units were sold, while 4 went unsold. Now, what factors drove these results? Breaking it all down for us today is Dinzo Tabamo, the editor-in-chief of Top Gear PH, right here on Supbro. Beautiful day, Dinzo. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much for spending the time and waking up this morning.
Thank you. Good morning, guys. Thank
Good
you.
morning. Sir Dinzo, let's start off first with what we did see. So there are 7 luxury vehicles, luxury cars that were put on auction. Again, these cars have been made infamous by where they came from. You had the chance to actually see these vehicles, yung condition ng mga vehicles ito prior to the auction, including yung mga floor prices nila. And what was your overall reaction seeing all of these vehicles up close in terms of condition nila and of course whether or not it's well maintained and fit for the price that it was going for?
They were on the open parking lot of the custom, so may alikabok lang ng konti, which is expected. But very low mileage, all of the cars, couple of thousand sila. And then, good condition, very good condition naman. They were there for a couple of weeks lang after they were surrendered voluntarily by the Discaya couple sa the customs. So overall, they're in good condition.
And they said din naman dun sa, you remember when they had that interview where the cars were featured, they were pointing na, hindi nga namin nagagamit yan. So talagang ano siya,
Yeah.
no? Very low mileage. Now, 3 out of the 7 Discaya luxury cars were sold. Let's take a closer look at these units and let's examine their real market values. First up, the successful bid of the 2022 Mercedes-Benz G63 AMG. Now, this G63 jumped 1.5 million pesos above the floor. What explains that premium, sir?
They found their natural equilibrium in the market. So this is basically what they're going for in the market. Brand new. They don't always state a price the Mercedes-Benz
Mm.
Philippines, pero brand new. Siguro mga 20.
Brand
Okay.
new is around 20. So you
20. If it varies, if you just change the color of this car to something unique, it will add mga 500,000 pesos So
Oh.
at this level of automobile, nagba-vary talaga yung price. Pero this is just right for
Mhm.
for its market price.
Yeah, it's really interesting because you mentioned that this price is just right before the market price. And we were watching some of yung content po ninyo as a Top Gear PH. And a few of you were surprised with the high floor prices of some of the vehicles that were
Yeah.
present there. Why would you say that it was a bit of a shocker, some of the prices? Because one of the things that actually raised a few eyebrows was the 2019 G500 Brabus that jumped from 7.8 million to 15.5 million. Okay, that's almost double the floor. And there was also content that you made complaining about the floor prices being too high. So when we talk about mga floor prices nito, what comes into mind? And of course, how can we make sense of all of this?
Okay. It was the first time we've dealt with the Bureau of Customs.
Mhm.
They just sent us a Viber na please come and see the cars. And then apparently they have their own computations for
Okay.
the floor price, which I'm also not too familiar with. The Brabus is unique in that the floor price was quite low compared to what it goes for in the market.
Mhm.
First of all, Brabus is not officially sold here.
Hmm.
Brabus is like another brand. Brabus is a brand above Mercedes. They get Mercedes cars and then they reconfigure them, they modify them, they make them even more luxurious.
Mhm.
And then they have their own badge. Kung titignan mo yung Discaya cars, iba yung iba yung logo niya. It's a B, not the star logo of Mercedes-Benz.
Okay.
Mm.
So, ang sabi sa akin ng mga luxury car dealers, they're supposed to go around mga 17. So, at this price, medyo it was a slight bargain. I don't know if you can use the term in this
Bargain pa siya.
stratosphere. Pero
Yeah.
yung nga nagulat kami, ang baba ng floor niya. But
Mm.
again, we're not too privy about how the customs computes their floor price
Mm.
So, what are the key things to check in a Brabus of this age?
Um, of course, you check the body.
Yeah.
Kasi
Mm.
sa level ng mga Mercedes and luxury cars, mas mahal sila i-maintain. Their
Okay.
paint is different, ganon. Their suspension parts are different. Pero like with any used car, you just check the basics, engine, the suspension, the tires. But again, to your point, very rarely used sila slightly used. So they should be okay.
Yeah.
They should be okay.
All right. Sir, let's move on to the Lincoln Navigator L, which was unfortunately for in terms of entertainment value, this was probably the least interesting one considering the increase is only 70,000. Again, is this a good reflection of the actual price of what you would normally get a used car from? Again, 2021 Lincoln Navigator L. It is still a luxury vehicle, but only very little interest shown in this one.
Siguro a bit of background lang for the viewers who don't know what the Lincoln is.
Yeah.
Lincoln is the luxury brand of Ford.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
We do not have this in the Philippines officially. So this is basically the Ford Expedition na they put a different some different body parts.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Mas luxurious ganon. So it's about right naman for its market price. The interesting thing about the Lincoln is it was in the middle of being bulletproof.
Oh, really?
Oh.
If you look at the inside, may mga parts na hindi pa naibalik in the middle of being installed. So they when it was surrendered, it was in the process of being bulletproof.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not sure what that does to the price also kasi parang weird yun hindi pa tapos
Yeah.
Mm.
Were the other cars bulletproofed also?
No. This was the only one that was being bulletproof and yeah.
Sir,
According to the customs.
when we take a look at, you mentioned Brabus not being sold here in the Philippines. You also mentioned Lincoln not as well. Is that one of the bigger draws of this entire auction, that you're actually going to be able to get vehicles that you normally couldn't here in the Philippines on a cheaper scale? Or is it one of those things wherein that it's just an opportunity that luxury car collectors would try to jump on?
The luxury car buyer is quite fickle.
Yeah.
They don't think like we do kasi a normal motorist would want something reliable with easy access to parts, right?
Mhm.
That's why the top brands are Japanese sa atin Kasi if you need parts for Toyota, easily available.
Mm.
Now, if you buy a Lincoln or a Brabus, medyo mahirapan ka sa parts. You can't go to Mercedes and get a replacement part, or you can't go to Ford. They will not stock the parts, maybe not all, for the Lincoln kasi it's also a Ford Expedition. Pero ang appeal niyan, special ka. Like when you arrive in your Lincoln, wala kang kapareho. And that is value to certain people.
Yeah.
Mm.
That's the whole point of these cars na parang when you arrive in your Rolls Royce, it's very unlikely na you'll see may kapareho. When you arrive in your Brabus, there are several in the Philippines, quite a few, but konti lang. So I guess to the previous owners, um, that's the draw to them. Na it's special and it's status.
Yeah. Yeah.
Although I have to say this is also unusual. Siguro you guys also deal with Bilyonarios.
Mm.
They don't buy these cars eh.
Yeah.
They want discreet eh. They buy Lexus, Land
Mm-mm.
Cruisers, yung mga luxury but blend
Silent
in.
luxury, kumbaga.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Quiet luxury, silent luxury.
Mm.
It's a different mindset to buy. Look at the Bravos. It's actually so tall. It's called the they call it the 4x4 squared actually.
Mhm.
Kasi ang taas ng suspension niya. It's higher than the other Mercedes Benz.
Yeah.
Mahal yun. That suspension is expensive. Popular yan sa Middle East. Pinapantalo nila sa mga sand dunes,
Yeah.
ganon.
Yeah.
Mm.
Oo eh. So, the collection is kind of built to show off.
Mm.
Yun ang pansin ko.
Mm.
So, well, we say that it's built to show off, and actually, the vehicles that were not sold, focusing on the two Toyotas first, are relatively common. Ito yung Toyota Sequoia and Toyota Tundra. In fact, they did not get a single bid. That's also the same for the Rolls-Royce and the Bentley. And
Yeah.
the Rolls-Royce is the infamous Rolls-Royce
With the payong.
with the payong. I believe the
Yes.
payong is included in the
Oo
the
naman,
car.
kailan include mo yun? They're buying
Yeah,
that
yeah.
for the payong. That's what the Discayas said.
When
They were attracted by the
Oo nga eh.
payong.
No,
Oh.
but Sir Dinzo, are you surprised that there was not a single bid for these four in particular? Are there different reasons why there are no bids also for these four?
Actually, these two Toyotas are not available here also.
Mhm.
Mm.
The Toyota Sequoia and the Tundra are made in the US for the US.
Okay.
The Toyota Sequoia is their SUV. It's bigger than the Land Cruiser, but not more expensive. Mas affordable siya actually than the Land Cruiser eh. The Land
Okay.
Cruiser is more complicated. It's a better four-wheel drive system. Um, Not sure why they didn't sell. But the price looks okay. Although feeling ko there might be better bargains in the used market
Mhm.
for
Okay.
for what they're going for. Now, the Rolls, I think it's just simply too expensive. Even for those who can, they'd rather not. I mean, ang brand new price ng Rolls Royce is maybe 50. Again,
Mm.
with at this level, you change something, mag-iiba agad yung presyo eh. And
Mm-mm.
a lot of Rolls Royce are bespoke.
Yeah.
You can when you buy them, you can specify the leather, the color, the accessories you want.
Yeah.
I think it's just mahal. I mean, una-una, very few Filipinos can buy 45 million, a 45 million SUV. And those who can, even fewer would. Kasi, I don't know, it's just not that practical. It fits a certain mindset, but it's just not that practical. You can, ilang Land Cruiser na yan, di ba? You can buy a
Yeah.
fleet for 45 million. And
Yeah.
a lot of Bilyonarios are practical.
Yeah. But even from a collector standpoint, sir, it does not hold that much value, yung 45.3.
Car collecting is different.
Yeah.
Very, very few cars appreciate. Almost none. I mean, it's not like watches where they hold value and sometimes appreciate. Ang luxury cars, no.
Mhm.
The moment you step out of the dealer, nag-depreciate na yan. The moment it's been bought by someone, it's considered used, right?
Yeah.
Hindi na siya first owner. But they depreciate na yan. Even more so with luxury cars. They take a big hit. Mercedes, BMW, because mas mahal sila i-maintain.
Okay.
Their maintenance is not like Toyotas, Mitsubishis, and Hondas. Their parts are more expensive. They need special tools. They need special equipment, special training.
Mm.
The training to handle them is different. So they depreciate. So yeah, they none of these cars will appreciate. Safe
Okay.
to say.
Uh-huh. Sir Dinzo, with two European and two Japanese vehicles unsold, what does this tell us about the Philippine market?
The Europeans mahal lang talaga.
Yeah.
Again, even the more affordable Bentley Bentayga, Bentley's luxury SUV, 17 million a lot for a car. Tapos it's loud. So again, going back to my point, many billionaires, as far as I understand, don't like loud.
Mm.
Um, the Toyotas, I guess, again, these two are not available na market eh. So, wala silang brand new price here.
Yeah.
Nothing, there's no brand new price to depreciate from. But, ang theory ko, there are better alternatives in the used market. Maybe. Kasi, 2 and 3 years old na yan eh.
Yeah.
If you look at FB Marketplace, you can see 2024 na Cignal eh, ganun eh. It's being sold here eh. And maybe may hesitation kasi the Sequoia and the Thunder not sold here. Toyota Motor Philippines does not have their parts.
Right.
Kung may mabangga dyan,
Mahirap.
you order from the US and it's not even a guarantee na your Toyota dealer can work on it. Kasi their technicians are not trained on it eh. Whenever a new car is brought here, whenever there's a new Toyota here, there's ita-train yung buong technician nationwide. And they will bring in parts for it. If this is not sold here, they will not. There's no point eh. I mean that costs eh. And konti lang yan. I'm sure you guys barely see any on the road.
Yeah.
Konti lang yan. Kasi may Land Cruiser naman eh. I mean, di ba? This is siguro that's one more reason. This is 7 million. A brand new Land Cruiser is 5.7. So, and it's more luxurious. It's better built actually. Kasi mas mahal yung caliber ng Land Cruiser. So, bibili ka ng 7 million na used Toyota na maluwang or 5.7 Land Cruiser na may warranty. Right? May warranty with Toyota, may parts, may support. So, I guess that's what played into this. Yun ang theory ko.
Well, the BOC is also planning a second wave of auction for these 4 unsold vehicles. And I believe the floor price will be lowered even further. Will that actually encourage more people to bid? Because again, no bids for the initial, for the last 4. There's also the fact that when you look, based on what you're telling us, the sellers, or rather the buyers, are more practical more than anything.
Yeah.
Compared to siguro what some people are thinking, like, oh, I want to own a car that was part of the whole Discaya experience.
Parang may history.
Oh, na may history eh. But it doesn't feel like that's attached to the value at all. Is that a fair assessment?
Yes, that's a good point. Some cars appreciate based on the owner. Like an extreme example, John Lennon's Rolls Royce. Syempre, when it's attached to someone like that, or a celebrity, di ba? Or especially if that car is like I said, Rolls Royce are usually bespoke eh. If the car is bespoke to the owner, and sikat yun, and may positive aura around that former owner, it may appreciate because of the association. But in this case, I doubt it. I mean, di ba? Parang I'm not sure if that's a claim to fame and you own one of the one of the Discaya collection.
Pero yung isang bumili, right? When they were asked, I believe I read an article na the reason why kinuha yung isa sa sasakyan is because of the history of the vehicle.
Yeah, it could play a part on it, but based on what we saw, at least, correct me if I'm wrong, Sir Deans, when we look at the price that some of the vehicles were actually sold from, they were actually within a practical range.
Yeah.
Compared to, like, let's say if we attach history to it. Normally, as you mentioned, I can't believe we're comparing John Lennon's Rolls Royce to the Discaya Rolls Royce. But when we take a look at yung value nga niya, it did not necessarily rise because of yung attachment to
To the
its
name,
history,
yeah.
which is a Discaya luxury car, because it still went for yung practical going rates niya, or what you would assume
Yeah.
is regular. Is that a fair look at it?
Yes. All the cars sold are within market price, used market price.
Mhm.
And actually the Mercedes G-Class is a good seller for Mercedes-Benz Philippines.
Mhm.
Napakamahal niyan, but alam ko they tuloy-tuloy lang sales eh. Not a lot. I mean, they don't get like 100 every month.
Mhm.
Pero the handful that they get, I believe they sell. Kasi look, if you look at the Mercedes G63, it doesn't look too ostentatious eh.
Yeah.
I mean, it ang origin niyan is a military vehicle actually.
Yeah.
Decades ago it was commissioned for a country for its military. It has utilitarian roots. And if you look at it, well, chideng, pero marami ng chideng on the road, di ba? Like over the years, madami ng Benz cars on the road. So it's not too maingay.
Mhm.
And I have to say, weird fact, it smells the best. Yung loob.
Wait lang.
It smells the
Okay,
best.
I know it's a weird fact, but sorry, Dinzo, you now have to explain.
You have to describe what is that smell that smells best.
Alam mo yung when you're in Europe and then you enter like a luxury boutique, and when you enter like a Prada boutique, ganon. Honestly, pasilip-silip lang ako. The smell of rich leather, rich, sweet leather. Ang bango ng interior ng G-Class. Grabe.
Mhm. Wait, was the G-Class that you saw stock, or was it custom for
this
Discayas?
This one.
Yung vehicle ng
We were able to enter. They just held all the keys in one container, and pili ka lang, you could look at it inside eh.
Okay.
Mas mabango pa yung Mercedes sa Rolls-Royce for me.
Wow, really? Kaya pala nabenta no?
Yeah.
So actually, that's part of the luxury car experience. Why spend much more for Mercedes and BMWs and Lexus, di ba? When other cars are fine, di ba? Why spend more? Go to a showroom, go inside the Mercedes, go inside the BMW, go inside the Lexus, the brand new. Iba yung amoy. And I believe they designed it, all the materials, they designed it to have a better experience. Kasi it's luxury eh. It's premium eh. It's the same as bags, di ba? Iba-iba yung feel ng bawat level of luxury brand.
Yeah.
The higher you go, mas iba yung experience. Iba yung carpet, iba yung furniture. Well, yeah. Ma'am knows this.
Oo, even when pag sa bags, like the really expensive leather bags, when you smell it, iba.
Yeah.
Iba
Iba.
yung experience. And I think that is what you're paying for talaga. You know,
One
those nuances, the smell, the texture,
Yung
the
attention to
feel,
detail
the
niya.
feel sa hand, diba?
Yeah, the craftsmanship, when you feel it, iba yung feel, the stitching. It's not that different actually than bags.
Yeah.
I just look as a store. I don't really buy, but you know.
Yeah,
May disclaimer.
yeah, you don't go around naman.
Para si Dinzo, kanina, disclaimer niya. Hindi, sumisilip ka lang yun
Oo nga eh.
sa Prada store. But, Sir Dinzo, if you could advise new bidders, what's the biggest red flag and the biggest green flag when evaluating auction cars?
Oh, well, like I said, this is our first year to be invited. But with any used car, especially luxury, you do your research. Kasi they're more complicated. They have more electronics. Again, yung leather nila mas maarte. You do your research and be ready to check. I noticed some of the Discaya cars, yung sa seat, may konting alam niyo yung pag labas-pasok yung umuupo, and then may konting titirang scuffing, ganon.
Yeah.
A little bit of wear, a little bit.
Okay.
Meron ng konting ganon. And I believe, if you detail the car, maayos naman yun eh. But just do your due diligence and bring a bring a bring a friend who's an expert, and para para you know what you're getting into. Kasi luxury cars are different.
Right.
You have to be prepared to spend more to maintain them because they're more complicated and their parts are more mahal overall.
Okay.
Mm.
Sir Deans, before we let you go, again, you mentioned that it would be lower the price for the next auction, at least in floor price. Will that actually, do you feel that the next wave will actually see the 4 vehicles sold, considering that, if I'm not mistaken, medyo substantial kasi yung pagbaba ng floor price in the next auction?
Yeah, the customs told us they will be reevaluated after failed biddings. And they have other cars there from other controversial cars. Hindi ko yata pwede sabihin na nandyan pa rin na nag-failed bid. So, the Toyotas, at some point, maybe, right? I mean, there's still Toyotas, they're reliable. Although, again, good luck sa parts. You have to buy abroad
Yeah.
for the Tundra and the Sequoia. So, if someone really wants something maluwang na Toyota and unique, maybe someone will buy it. But the Rolls-Royce, I don't know Konti lang kasi Rolls-Royce and Bentley, Bentaygas in the Philippines. So once you have one, tapos kamustahin ka, malalaman na, oh, you got it from the collection, di ba? So, I don't know how that factors to different people, that connection. But the Rolls Royce is hard. I mean, kahit babaan nila now it was 45, babaan nila to 40. Pansin ko, I don't think they lower it drastically Let's say they lower it to 40. Parang wala pa din It's
really okay.
For example, we don't have Rolls-Royce Philippines anymore. We don't have a local distributor.
Oh, okay.
It used to be brought in by a company, an official distributor. But they let go kasi their cheapest might be 30.
Wow, okay. Yeah.
Cheapest car. All of them have payong, I believe. But, di ba, we're a third world country
Yeah, pero kailangan talaga natin ng payong, to be fair. All right? But
That's
Sir
true, though.
Sir Dinzo, we have to wrap things up here. We really appreciate all the knowledge and insights you gave us. We normally end our interviews in a very specific way, and Anne will do that just right now.
Yes, our show is called Beautiful Day. So, Sir Dinzo, what makes your day beautiful?
Getting to share ideas and come on, be a guest in a nice show like this. So, first time, and it was fun. Thank you.
Thank you, Sir Dinzo. Hopefully, we can have you in the studio next time, and we can all talk about the scents of leather together.
Yes.
Really appreciate you, Sir Dinzo.
Okay. Let's just do 10 minutes smelling leather.
Yeah, just smelling leather. Okay yun.
Yeah.
Let's schedule that.
Yeah, coming
Thank
from
you.
Rolls-Royce and then Mercedes.
Iba-iba. Gusto ko nga pumunta sa car dealer ngayon
Mag-blind
Just to go
smelling
inside.
tayo. Anong brand
Test
to?
lang. Ay, oh my God, that'll be good.
That's hard. My God, that's hard.
All right. Sir Dinzo, he's the Top
Thank
Gear
you.
EIC. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you. Morning.